Hello, my name is Keith Bailey. I'm here to do my picks and predictions for NFL Week 11. Let's just get right into it. Got my attire on for today, ready for this Thursday night game. It's the only time I'll probably watch Tennessee on television all year long. Living in upstate New York, so Colts at Tennessee. Unfortunately, going to that game, I do not think we're going to get a W. I have us losing to the Colts, 28-24. Excuse me. Indianapolis is they're coming off of a thrashing, and they are schizophrenic, but I have a feeling we can make it close, and we might be able to pull it out. But I think Indianapolis ultimately is going to get the win over us. By the way, going into this week, I have a 99-47 record, which, according to PickWatch.com, is tied for the third best record out of 94 experts. So I'm doing good. Jets at Bills. I'm picking the Bills in an upset here, and I'm picking them to win 27-23. The Jets are coming off a bye, but they're also a little schizophrenic themselves. And Buffalo always plays really well at home for the most part. Plus, EJ Manuel's back. That's going to help them. I think the Jets get to 5-5, and I think the Bills finally get a win after losing 5 straight games. So I think the Bills are going to get the upset. Ravens at Bears. This game was a tricky one to pick. I'm going to pick the Ravens to win 23-20. Chicago's just falling apart, and the Ravens are finding their stride a little bit. That was a very big win against Cincinnati. They needed that win, and they were able to get it. They were able to survive a Hail Mary. So I think the Ravens are going to get the win, and they're going to get back to 500. If you look at the Ravens' losses this year, most of them have been pretty close for the most part, and I think they get back to 5-5. Next, this is where things get interesting. Browns at Bengals. Yes, I am doing it. I am picking the Browns to win and turn the entire AFC North upside down. I think the Bengals are going to lose their third straight game. I think the Browns are going to take this one 21-17 over Cincinnati. I'm not saying I don't believe in the Bengals. I like Cincinnati, but Cleveland off a bye, playing very well for the last couple weeks. They play every opponent tough, and I think they're going to get the win. Cleveland's my sleeper pick for the AFC North title. Watch out for them. Lions and Steelers. I'm picking Detroit to win 24-13. The Lions, watch out. The Lions are they're traveling to Pittsburgh. This could be a trap game for them. This has the makings of classic trap game, but I don't think the Lions fall in it. They've been falling in these kinds of traps for the last 3 years, and I think they finally learn how to not fall in these traps. So I think they get the win over Pittsburgh. Raiders at Texans. I'm picking the Houston Texans to win 27-20. I think the Raiders are going to keep it a little bit close. However, the Houston Texans are overdue for a win. They've lost 7 consecutive games, and they've come close to wins in their last 2 games. But I think they finally are going to get that against the Houston Texans. Next game, Cardinals at Jaguars. The Cardinals are going to win this game by a score of 20-13. Cardinals defense is very good, but the Jaguars are competitive, unfortunately. But I think the Cardinals are going to get the win. Get to 6-4 in a crazy NFC. Next up, Redskins at Eagles. I have the Eagles winning 27-20, another 27-20 kind of game. The Eagles' offense is firing on all cylinders right now, so Washington needs to watch out. Sure, the Redskins have had extra time to prepare for this game, but it doesn't matter because I think the Eagles are going to win this game, and I think they're going to get to 6-5, and they're a sleeper team to win that NFC East. Next up, I got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have the Buccaneers winning this game in an upset. The Bucs have been playing very tough recently, and I think they're going to get the win 27-20 over a beat-up Falcons team. The Bucs have been playing close. If you look at who the Bucs have played, they could have beaten the Saints. They could have beaten the Jets. They haven't been able to put anything together, and I think they finally broke the ice against Miami. So I think the Bucs are going to get their second straight win of the year against Falcons team that is just falling apart. Next up, Chargers at Dolphins. I totally understand that the Chargers are traveling all the way to the East Coast yet again, but against a Dolphins team that has lost 5 of its last 6 games and has trouble and issues, I think the Chargers are going to get back into the winning track, and I think they're going to take this one 30-14. I think it's going to be kind of bad. Chargers are going to take out the frustrations on losing close games to the Miami Dolphins. So I think the Chargers are going to get the win, get back to 500. Next game, Packers at Giants. The Giants will get their 4th straight win of the year and become, I think, the 2nd team to win 4 straight after an 0-6 start. First team to do that was Tennessee. And Packers are going to get this win. No, the Giants are going to get this win, by a score of 30-16. I think the Giants finally make their case here as maybe a comeback team because that NFC East is really wide open. Next up, Vikings at Seahawks. Draw your own conclusions, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Seahawks are going to get the win 37-17 over the Vikings. The Seahawks seem to have found an offense against Atlanta, and the Vikings just aren't that good of a football team. They got a very lucky win against the Redskins last week, and the Seahawks will get to 10-1, I believe. Next game, Niners at Saints. I have the Saints beating the 49ers by a score of 23-20. The Niners defense is very good, but playing against Drew Brees in the Superdome, it just doesn't bode well for opposing teams. So I think the Saints are going to get the win 23-20. And then, excuse me, 2 of the best games this weekend are prime time. Sunday nighter is Kansas City at Denver. We've all been waiting for this showdown. All of us have been waiting. And we finally have it, and it's on television. I think the Broncos are going to get this one. I think they're going to get this one by a score of 23-21. I think Kansas City's defense can hold them down for a while. The question is, how long? Because the Chiefs are very capable of winning this game right here in Denver. But I think they're going to split, and I think Denver gets the home game. So the Broncos are going to get the win. And then the game I'm looking forward to most, Carolina is my 2nd favorite team from the NFC, behind Tampa Bay, which got the win, thankfully. But the Panthers, I have them beating the Patriots 27-16. Carolina is riding high right now. They've won 5 straight games, and they've proven they could beat the bad boys of the NFL with a win in San Francisco when San Fran was coming off of a bye. And this is a similar situation. Patriots are coming off a bye. The only difference is it's in Carolina. So look for a Carolina victory in this one. I know people say don't bet against Tom Brady in prime time, but look at that Panthers defense. Look at what they did to Colin Kaepernick. Look at how many points they've held their opponents to. The most amount of points I think they have allowed all year was to Buffalo. 24 points. That's the most they've allowed all year. They've allowed 12 points to Seattle, and they've allowed 22 points against, I believe, Arizona. So, other than those 2 games, they've held their opponents in check and have been winning very impressively. So I think the Panthers are going to get the upset. Those are my Week 11 picks. Can't wait for the game tonight. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. I'm going to put up another video on my power rankings very, very soon, as I get them done. So, thank you for watching, and hope you guys have a good night. Enjoy the game.